How's it going, folks? My name is Patrick, host of EDH Brutality, and welcome back to another video here on the channel. Are you in search of off-the-cuff combos to win your next Friday Night Magic? Well, stay tuned as we're showcasing just that in a game series I like to call Game Winning Jank. Let's get into it. Welcome back, folks. Welcome back to the channel. Now, before we jump right into today's video, I must say I have no idea what's going on with my audio. I haven't adjusted any settings, the gain, and I haven't made a video in almost a month. But for some reason, the audio sounds completely different, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of digging it. So hopefully, let's just pray this audio stays like this from here on out, because it sounds kind of sick. All right, if you don't like it, too bad. This is how this video is gonna be. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Who am I kidding? Jumping right into things, at the number 3 spot, we have a combo revolving around the creature card known as Stuffy Doll. Now, Stuffy Doll is a 0/1 artifact creature construct for 5 colorless mana that reads, as Stuffy Doll comes into play, choose a player. Stuffy Doll is indestructible, and whenever damage is dealt to Stuffy Doll, it deals that much damage to the chosen player. Tap, and Stuffy Doll deals 1 damage to itself. Now, if I'm being honest here, pinging someone for 1 damage only every turn is really not worth it for 5 mana. So what are we gonna do? Let's go ahead and waste another 5 mana. We've already spent 10 total at this point on a Pariah Shield, an artifact equipment that reads, all damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to equipped creature instead. This does have a 3 mana equip cost, but essentially what will happen is that someone swings out at you and you have the Pariah Shield equipped to your Stuffy Doll. All the damage, if you don't block, will be dealt to the Stuffy Doll, and thus hit back to the player of your choice. Although this is a great way to circumnavigate damage, it does cost 13 mana to do so, with no promises, as it's a pretty straightforward combo that people would probably see coming, thus warranting the number 3 spot on this list. Coming in at the number 2 spot for the runner-up this week, what is an episode of a game-winning jank without some land destruction? So, land destruction, it is a highly encouraged mechanic in the game of Magic the Gathering, definitely makes games more fun. We've got Maddening Imp. And Maddening Imp reads, for 2 colors and 1 black mana, this 1/1 flying summon imp says, tap, and all non-wall creatures target opponent controls attack this turn if able. At end of turn, destroy each of those creatures that did not attack. Use this ability only during target opponent's turn and only before combat. Now you're probably wondering, how does that destroy lands? Well, it's only the setup. The follow-up card will be Natural Affinity. For 2 colors and 1 green, this instant speed spell states, all lands become 2/2 creatures until end of turn. They still count as lands. This card has made several appearances on this series. I think it's becoming one of my favorite cards, and rightfully so, because you're going to want to cast this card in response to someone's creatures coming on board when they're fully tapped out after playing all their larger spells. So what you're going to do is you're going to play the Natural Affinity once they're tapped out, and then in response to the Natural Affinity, once it resolves before combat, you're going to tap your Maddening Imp, essentially making all their 2/2 land creatures have to attack. And of course they can attack because they've been tapped and already used for mana prior to you playing the Natural Affinity. And as Maddening Imp says, whatever doesn't attack must be destroyed. And let's just forget the Natural Affinity for a period of time. Maddening Imp is an amazing creature for 3 mana because you can tap it when someone plays a creature, and if that creature has Summoning Sickness, it is destroyed. End of story. Amazing card for 3 mana, and being in black, you shouldn't have problems tutoring up for your Natural Affinity for a one-sided mass land destruction spell that will not only clear creatures, but your opponent's will to continue the game. Finally, at the number 1 spot, we have a 3-card combo so jank, it may just work. For 4 colorless mana, we have an artifact construct creature known as Bronze Bombshell, and Bronze Bombshell reads, when a player other than Bronze Bombshell's owner controls it, that player sacrifices it. If the player does, Bronze Bombshell deals 7 damage to him or her. This essentially is going to be the setup for our final game-winning combo of this video, and we're going to follow this card up with no other than Mirror Weave. For 2 colorless and 2 blue or 2 white, whichever you can pay, this instant seed spell states, each other creature becomes a copy of target non-legendary creature until end of turn. So for example, if your opponent has 8 creatures on board, they will then replace those 8 creatures with 8 bronze bombshells. And what we're gonna do after this card resolves is something magnificent. At sorcery speed, for 4 colorless and 2 blue, we are gonna play a card known as Cultural Exchange. And Cultural Exchange reads, choose any number of creatures target player controls, and then choose the same number of creatures another target player controls. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna all exchange their creatures. And their creatures are nothing but bronze bombshells. And as we stated prior, once bronze bombshell gets exchanged and another player other than its owner controls it, that player must sacrifice it, and bronze bombshell will explode and deal 7 damage to them. Well, this is absolutely fantastic, because however many creatures they had previously, if they're all bronze bombshells, take the amount of bronze bombshells and multiply that number by 7. And that's how much damage you'll be doing to 2 of your opponents at your table, and it's an absolute stylish way to finish off your next EDH match. And with that said, that will conclude today's episode of Game Winning Jank. As you all may know, Game Winning Jank is a series here on the channel which we upload once a month, 3 janky combos to finish off your next EDH match. And if you have any suggestions or even combos you would like to see featured on the series, make sure to leave them down in the comments section below. So being said, if you'd like to stay tuned for more future videos here on the channel, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification down in the bottom right hand corner of your screen. So being said, my name is Patrick, host of EDH Brutality. I thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace out, guys.